How do I feel about voting?
I think voting is very important.
We've been promised a lot of things.
I don't see any change, you know. Even if I'm getting EFF, even if I'm getting DA, I mean, they have their own agenda.
The youth vote is still straddling behind. At least 9 million people have not registered to vote this year, and the bulk of them are young people. According to 2017 figures from Stats SA, the youth make up almost half of the country's population.
Political parties in the country, I don't know. I think when you take a look at every political party, you sort of have a little bit of you kind of have a feeling that all of them might be the same.
They used to mean something back in the days, especially with our parents being the people that were mostly affected with what was going on. So political parties, for me, became part of the reason there's change for them, right? For us right now, I feel like they're more of a joke. Can I put it that way? Yeah, it's more of a joke because of what is happening with everything that we read about concerning political parties. Yes, they talk about change and everything, but they're not bringing change, or they're just not being honest with us.
Young people are very, I wouldn't say misrepresented, but there's a misconception about young people. We're either too radical, or we don't have direction, or we don't want to work, or we're lazy, and that's not even what it is, and people are not listening to us. And it's funny because majority of the population in South Africa is youth. So it's very funny that, we're represented by 70-year-olds who don't really understand us and our mindset and where we want to be, in the future. So I think we're very underrepresented by a lot of political parties.
Government should focus more on security of us as people, or let me just say people of this country, and focus more on employment, creating employment, and more initiatives on supporting young entrepreneurs.
I think our people back at home, they're still struggling. Maybe if they, I don't know what they call it, but maybe if they start maybe giving our people water and electricity so that they can also get into this lifestyle of getting to live with that.
Give us something that we can look back on and be like, you know what, it will grow over the years to come, and something that only black people can have.
One will always question, how much of an impact does a protest really make? And how much is it really going to change if we're out here making a noise and taking our tops off and ratakati and burning things, and because the whole point, the whole thing that causes a protest in the first place, or probes a protest in the first place, is a feeling of not being seen or recognized. That this is an important issue that we have, and it seems like there's not enough attention that's drawn towards it, and not enough about it is being done. So that, I feel, is the common purpose of any protest, of any movement. Idea is visibility, so that let's address this.
Enough is enough. Why we're doing this, we've been struggling with the government, our government. We have been logging calls. There is illegal structures in our area. We don't even know where they're coming from. They're taking our electricity, they're taking our water, they're taking everything, they're raping. Lord, it's big.
We are your children. Cease fire. Stop hurting us. Stop hurting us. Stop hurting us. You beat me up this morning. My hand is swollen. Stop it. Stop hitting us. I was just a student coming to campus and you beat me up.
It's a big role, because considering the fact that we're talking of the education, and if we because again, it's a nice thing, Mabwana, youth, education, apart from ezinye izinto. So if it's all about developing the youth, of which in the long run it's going to develop the country, benefit the country, I think it's a big part that it's playing, and fees should fall. And if usanabanye, around, you know what, I actually want to go to school, since education is free, and there are people that are fighting for education, and I think we should give props to that, in a sense, youth here, to unlike the fascinate entertainment and what, they're actually fighting for into which manje izos benefit us sisonke and izokhulisa the country.